said it was the Koreans already. It's late. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, we expect the Vikings to do better here. I was just talking on the stream there about the top 15 Age of Empires players that that Nilly was. He has a video out on his channel, and he put the Viper #1 as Age of Empires 2 player. And like, yeah, when you look at all the wins he's had, like he's basically won all of the last major tournaments except for Master of Socotra and the Deepwater League thing. And also did, I mean, he didn't do that well, but you know, he was in the whatever the Age of Empires 4 LAN event in Nilly's apartment in 4C. Yeah, but I think Mr. Yo is #1 currently. If I had to like pick players against each other, who was gonna win on like a mixed map pool with like whatever, a few bans and all that stuff, I would put Mr. Yo first, then maybe Doubt. Spoiler alerts here if you don't know the result of the best of 21 between Doubt and Tato, but Doubt won 11-2, which is just insane. You would think Tato like would be winning that almost, but nope, Doubt just seems to be super strong. Yeah, and Leary was up there as well because he's done very well in tournaments, but like he hasn't been playing Age of Empires 2 as much. He's focusing on Age of Empires 4, I think. That's what he said, which is completely fine, obviously. But yeah, I think Mr. Yo versus Doubt would be a nice show match if anyone was going to organize that. I think Mr. Yo would win it. Maybe, I don't know, Doubt does well against Mr. Yo. So yeah, I would love to see that. And maybe #3, who would be #3? Like currently, right now? Winchester, maybe? Winchester always kind of, it's been the bridesmaid now with a few tournaments. Did very well in King of the Desert 4, got to the final, only lost to the Viper. So yeah, he's strong and he tries new things. He did well in Master of Socotra as well. He was in the final, right? Yeah, as well. So he was the only one who seemed to come close to you in that tournament. So yeah, I think I might go for that kind of thing. Jordan obviously up there as well. Just solid, super solid, but got bait out of the recent tournaments. So you never know. But yeah, it's fun to do those rankings, you know, when you just don't take them seriously. Oh, this guy's so much better. It's just fun to like talk about it and give people rankings like that. I think it's a good thing, as long as people don't take it crazy seriously. It's just nice. As we see Sony Toprano coming out here, obviously Koreans are a bit weaker than the Vikings, as I was alluding to earlier. Vikings being kind of meta, certainly on Arabia. I think Leary likes them very much. He has kind of a special build order with them. Did he kill that? No, he didn't. I thought he killed it with the TC. I thought I saw its body like rotting already. As you see, yeah, Sony Toprano coming out here. Yeah, Koreans can really only go for, well, they get good towers, right? They get their free tower upgrades each age. They also get a very strong unique unit in the War Wagon, which we might see as well. As we see a villager coming out here very purposefully. Will it be a barracks? Will it be a house? Took a pause. Now he's walking. Still walking. It's gonna be a barracks, so we're probably gonna see early aggression here. Maybe men-at-arms into archers into fast-ish castle, kind of. I don't know. Especially from his point of view, he is getting loom now, and the barracks will be going up while he's going up to feudal age, which tells me it's probably going to be men-at-arms aggression. He is getting a villager out to gold now. Will want to garrison his TC now. This is idle time. This is idle time. Garrisons and goes up to castle age. So good play there. Yeah, we're going to see men-at-arms aggression. And his villager is still on gold here. He moved him over to this one, probably so he can just build a lumber camp, a mining camp here. He's just hanging out. Okay, he's going with 2 of them. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, men-at-arms aggression it will be. He already has 2 militia coming out across the field. What am I talking about? He already has 2 militia queued. They're not coming out across the field. I just like saying coming out across the field, apparently. My favorite thing to say. Can't wait to say it. As we see in red, same thing. Same thing for Salette. So it's going to be, I guess, Drush FC, or just Drush into archers, which is fine. Well, it's going to be men-at-arms into archers, actually. And we just should see the Viking economy just take off after this. They get free and instant wheelbarrow in Feudal Age and free and instant handcart in Castle Age. So it just gets their ecos just rolling super fast, and you feel it. If you play Vikings, you just kind of feel that eco just being better. You look over at your resources and they just seem higher than they really should be. As Salette is first to Feudal Age, but blue not far behind. And we're going to see if anyone thinks it's worth going for the Men-at-Arms upgrade here. The Korean player does not go for it, and neither does red. So none of them bothering with that. I think it's only if you're in a good position where you can feel that you can get a lot of damage that you would actually bother clicking it. We'll see if blue is going to click it in this situation. I don't think he is, honestly. These guys are too weak to do any damage. Archers will be out, which will just spell the end, basically, for Men-at-Arms. What I have seen the players do is that if you do go for Men-at-Arms and your opponent has archers out on the field, what you should do is basically run away with your Men-at-Arms, wait until it naturally devolves into a skirmisher war, which it always does. It's always just skirmishers versus skirmishers.
Look out, Itchy! He's Irish!
Awesome. Thank you so much, Menonation 1, for the follow. That's awesome, man. Thanks so much. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what's better is just to save them until the skirmisher war, because Men-at-Arms, if they have any of the upgrades as well, can just tank so many shots from the skirmishers. As we see the militia running away now, so Sony Toprano a bit sloppy there with militia with just 2 that are weak. You should just be hitting and running, just trying to delay your opponent, trying to get them off their resources. You're never going to kill a vill unless you find a walling villager and you have your scout. The scout's on 2 HP, so we'll see how much value he gets there with that. We've seen the pro players get fantastic value from weak scouts. We'll see if Sony Toprano can try and emulate them, as we see a massive wall coming out across the map here. And yeah, he's probably going to look to wall across the edge of the map. We'll secure these 2 back golds and back wood here, so actually going to secure a lot of res if he can do that. And is he going out to stone? Is he going out to stone? Not yet. So he's just going for skirmishers for now. So yeah, going to slowly become a skirmisher war as the skirmishers take out these archers, and then to defend we're going to see skirmishers from Salette, I bet. But archers for now, but maybe he'll change his mind once he sees the skirmishers. Yeah, skirmishers added. So it's going to be about skirms. Alright, and the villagers coming out here to wood. Not any particularly amazing walls from Salette. I didn't talk about the maps very much, but he has this safe back gold, which he is now off. So he took villagers off that and I think put them on wood. Which is a little strange. He doesn't have enough to go up to Castle Age yet, so he will have to go back to gold unless he sells something. He's on these berries here, which were a bit exposed, but he walled nicely here to defend. And yeah, I think he's pretty safe. Guarding over here with archers, so we'll buy these villagers enough time to run away. Alright, meanwhile in blue's base, he's still continuing his ridiculously big wall, which will be hard to defend if knights come around anytime, or crossbow more likely from the Viking player. But if the Viking player busts in, he will be, you know, in and around this TC, so he can add some little houses here which will help him defend. But let's see, he comes over here. Is he going to run away with these villagers? These villagers are a bit idle anyway, as we see. Yeah, the skirmishers are doing work here, so Sony Toprano getting the benefit of going for skirmishers first. I think that militia is already dead, so we're not going to see... Oh no, he's here. Okay, so maybe that militia could now be brought in to participate in this fight. Good micro though from Salette there, taking great trades. If you look at the corpses here, there's more blue than red, even though I think he started off with a worse army. But anyway, both players focusing on taking down the archers first, which is what you should always be doing. Scout out here for Sony Toprano, guarding the relic closest to his opponent, or at least I thought he was doing that, and then he ran away. But that's something good you can do with a weak scout, just leave it on a relic that's close to your opponent. It's absolutely 100% better than nothing, and 9 times out of 10 you get a monk kill at some stage of the game. So I like that. Maybe he'll just come back later on, but right now he's just going to scout the map with the scouts. Sorry to be focusing on the scouts, but it's important. It really divides 2 different sets of players in terms of skill, for sure. It's like an indicator, let's say. Alright, as we see, superior force of skirms coming across here, and some archers added here. They do have fletching, so it can be annoying, but yeah, it's just skirm versus skirm now at this stage. So yeah, we're going to see who can transfer off mass skirm production into a decent food eco to click up to Castle Age. As we see Blue... What is Blue doing? Blue is going for archers now, which I don't like, because he's just throwing archers into skirms. So I'm not really sure the wisdom of that. Maybe he's going to try and sneak around and get some damage with these guys, which is completely fine. It's a good play. If your opponent is occupied here, that's completely fine, but Red is going to win here. Red is going to win, absolutely. He has fletching, they both have fletching, right? No, Blue has the armor also, so sloppy here from Blue. Throwing away archers. Throwing away a gold unit unnecessarily. We see the scout out here patrolling around. Still getting good value there. Oh, not good value, it's just smart play. Okay, I'll stop talking about the scouts. Alright. Where are those archers? Where are those archers? Just hanging out inside here. He's sold a stone. He sold a stone, did Sony Toprano, so he's going to think about clicking up the Castle Age now a bit faster. And we'll be looking to get crossbow, I guess, in the next age, which is interesting. So he sold a stone, so he can't boom immediately. He also can't build towers immediately, which he might want to in defense against crossbows. And he has clicked up now. Has his opponent clicked up? Not yet. He's not far away though. He's 6 on gold, and we should see him, Mr. Red here, Salette, looking to go for crossbows, I think, long term. But Sony Toprano is in a position to defend. I want to see him transfer the stone. The stone is very safe, as are his 2 golds. So yeah, he should be feeling okay. These skirmishers will bounce off the walls. He'll be able to defend behind with skirmishers of his own, as long as this villager is able to wall, and he absolutely should be. Houses going out. He saw this coming and he's done a great job. The bad thing about building such a big... No! F's in the chat. Oh my goodness, there's always a fucking hole on these goddamn hills. Oh, it just changes the game. It's just brutal. And now all this has to come away. Forced to defend now. Does have the armor, so should be okay. Like, this army shouldn't get any damage, and he does have defender's advantage, so all his production can come straight to help out with this fight. But just brutal. Now he has to ask himself, where the hell was that hole? So he's obviously just clicked out with his villager, and he'll find it. But my god, that's annoying. Of course there's a hole. I have to use so much wood walling. Okay, so we're going to see how we can defend here. Doesn't want to lose any bills. Doesn't take... No, he's not going to take too much damage here, honestly. There are 4 archers tucked in here, so maybe we'll do a deceptive amount of damage here. But the archer's now able to push across the back. And yeah, Sony Toprano gets up to Castle Age first, but Salette will be there soon. Salette obviously benefiting already from Wheelbarrow that whole time, and now we'll get Handcart immediately and for free. So really crazy eco bonus for the Vikings there. I'm going to switch to Blue's point of view. He's doubling down on skirmishers, getting Bodkin Arrow. He's now going out to stone, which I really like. So it's going to help him to defend with his nice towers. Towers on the woodline's really nice. I think he obviously bought some stone to get this TC up, so I like this TC actually on the outside, protecting a woodline, because wood is going to be bad for him. Except back here, this is quite nice. TC out here could be nice also, would help him defend this area too. But taking god-awful trades here, and now his opponent is in the Castle Age, and he still has archers inside his opponent's base, and he's probably going to get immediate crossbow, immediate bodkin. Yeah, so it's going to be an even more annoying army. No weak fills here, but can easily go down once the upgrades come in. Needs to just prioritize the archer, I think. Honestly. You see Red gonna come across with more archers. They will be crossbows soon. It's just 7 of them. You need 8 crossbow with Bodkin Arrow to one-shot Vills. So won't be enough to one-shot. So maybe a bit... That's a difference. That's another difference that the top guys do. They always come with 8. They often come with 9. 9 just to give you that extra little buffer that even if one of your guys misses, you still kill the villager. Obviously ballistics plays a huge role here with sniping Vills at this point of the game. So normally you'll see people like choose between a TC or ballistics, and I've seen it win games early castle so many times clicking ballistics. Okay, but Blue's able to defend now with his skirmishers, and if I'm not mistaken, it rings a bell that the Koreans like have some fancy skirmisher thing. Archer armor upgrades free. Okay, so that's a thing. It's good. Cheaper. Military units except siege are cheaper wood. So skirmishers are just cheaper, and you don't have to buy the armor for them. So these are already +2 armor. Already has vodka now, so that's nice. That's really nice for defending against archers. Honestly, you can spam skirmishers, and they're good. They're extra tanky. So I like that. This eventually got cleaned up at the back. Is Blue going to expand his eco any further? He is in a position now to build a third TC. We'll see if he goes for it. He's getting a university himself, so he is going to go for ballistics. Probably going to assume that his opponent will as well. I like this TC. I don't like that the archers are coming here. So maybe we'll see some builds going down. No, not the scout. After all I was talking... No, he dodges. The dodge... Oh. I'm not a fan here. I'm not a fan of what's happening here. I think a villager can go down here, honestly. You don't need to sacrifice builds to get this up yet. Run away, clear up this army, and then come back. Yeah, perfect. Now it's better. He didn't need to lose that fill, so again, tiny mistake, but fine. Okay, now his opponent probably knows, okay, there's not much point in me pushing up there later on. This gold is safe though, really nice. How he's gone for this gold instead of this gold. This gold is just now in the bank for later on, as he's trying to sneak around with some skirmishers. Not going to get any kills. And to answer the skirms, red is going for a mangonel, which will do perfectly fine. Is on stone himself, Mr. Salette. So are we thinking berserks if he gets a castle up? Or maybe he just wants to expand his eco. Finally seeing some towers here, which I really like. Guard towers will do work against the crossbow, which are now 10, so danger. Good micro here. Is he going to try and take down the mangonel, or is he just going to keep dancing? Oh, headshots. Sideways headshots. Another guy goes down. Another mangonel coming out. I think you run away now. I think you run away with the skirmishers. You don't want to lose all your skirmishers. Oh, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Didn't need to lose these guys. Honestly. How many did he lose? Like 20? You're safe. You defended, like you bought time, and now you don't need to do this. Villagers coming out just to see what's going on. As we see skirmishers just hanging around. Skirmishers out here out of position, so I'd call that a misplay from Mr. Sony Toprano. The guard tower defends you from siege, and it defends you from the crossbow, so you didn't need to throw all of your... That's a waste. Complete waste. Anyway, whatever. This is now vulnerable to attack from the mangonels, but it's a long way to walk for red, so I think he's probably just going to try push through here. We'll be able to snipe some of these guys and might target this TC as a way to push into the base. But towers do the job, so I think he needs to get some more towers up, does Mr. Blue. In the meantime, he's going for his own mangonels. He's going for more skirmishers around here, which are just going to get rocked by mangonels. He's microing out here with 3 things. It's like, you're not going to kill anything anyway. I know you're taking him off wood and you're very happy with that, but he has safe wood here. He's moving around. Yeah. Okay. And he has ballistics as well, this red. He got the university. So now this is just going to be a menace. Oh, does he... So unlucky. So unlucky not to get 3 there. Oh my goodness. Nice tower. I like this. Honestly, villagers should just charge this down now. Just kill it. Okay, got it with the skirmisher. But yeah, he almost got 3 for 1. He did the delete trick downhill and almost got 3 mangonels with 1 shot. So good play by Sony Toprano there. So coming back into it after this error, I would say. Alright, tower is up in defensive positions. I really like it. It's defending his gold here. So using his civs bonus just perfectly. Really nice. And going for extra TCs compared to his opponent. Obviously he can't really know that. Maybe he can tell by the score lead. He's like, oh, I threw away a lot of units there, but maybe I'm actually ahead on bills. Yeah, he's only slightly ahead. He's only 2 bills ahead. As red is going for a forward castle. Is this what we're seeing? Villagers coming out here. Is he just queuing really badly? Oh no, he's coming out here to take this gold, which is fine. Blue knows all about it though now, and will maybe look to punish that. A few important hills. This hill is brutal for red. If blue gets a castle up here, that's awful. Especially, oh god, he doesn't like skirmishers. Blue, he's like, oh, I killed my skirmishers, whatever. Nice mangonel micro here. Maybe he got, oh, it was uphill. If that was downhill or level, that mangonel was dead for sure. As we see, red spreading out here. But yeah, this is vulnerable. He can push from this angle. I don't know if you noticed it there, but I was looking at the Korean tech tree. Their mangonels have like shorter range. They have a lower minimum range. Okay, what's the wording? I can't say it properly. Mangonel line, what? Mangonel line minimum range reduced. There you go. There you go. That's what I meant to say. As you see, this tower coming up now. Really nice play from Sony Toprano. This tower is going to be annoying. As we see a knight come out now, so knight's a good addition here. Will counter the siege. Will counter everything. So good play. Mangonel here being annoying. Good micro from both players. Villagers can hop inside the guard tower. Knight's not going to get anything. Got some, no, he didn't get anything. He tried to snipe the siege. Nothing doing. But now there's more knights, so yeah. How is Blue going to respond to this? He's going for monks immediately. He's going for crossbow immediately. He's going for more guard towers. Okay. Maybe a castle is the way to go now. What are they called? Fucking war wagons are very strong units, but they're kind of weak against knights. If you get a lot of knights against war wagons, the knights will win. So you have to. They're very micro heavy as well, so he's gonna have to take care of them. Don't sacrifice villagers for an archer range. All right. And build your walls. all right. Heavy on stone, can drop a castle, probably needs to drop a castle somewhere in his eco. I don't know where exactly, maybe here? We'll defend this gold even more and defend here and stop a push. Force red to go around the sides. Yeah, this is vulnerable now to knights. This not really, well, this is vulnerable. It depends on the upgrades. He has +2, so great play there. Prioritizing the +2. It means he can hop under towers, under town centers as well. I don't think Blue has murder holds. So Blue is now switching into crossbow of his own, which I honestly don't like in this situation, for the simple reason that he doesn't have any. He doesn't have enough of them to scale properly. I would much prefer to see him go pikes. I think he does have, yeah, he gets perfectly good halberdier as well. So, I mean, doesn't need to worry. I think getting enough crossbow to be useful. I don't know, maybe he's thinking that he already invested into ballistics, so he's like, I better just keep going, just to make my ballistics worth it. But honestly, I would prefer to see pikes here. The mangonels and the knights both counter archers pretty much, so... Holes. Holes everywhere as we see more knights running in. I think this is going to be the end. I think the knight switch is just what's done it. Okay, he has got a decent bunch of crossbow here, but the knights are +2. Villagers are going to go down. Very equal villager counts and very high villager counts now that I check. So both players doing a great job keeping their ecos rolling. But Blue, I think, is going to lose a lot here. And you just wonder if Salette is going to take advantage of this and drop a forward castle somewhere. Towers are up here in defense. Villagers still idle inside of them here, which is not ideal. As we see pressure coming on over here. As all the knights go down though, so sloppy from Salette, losing all his knights there after diving in. Yeah, if he loses all these knights, it's bad play. I think he needs to get out of dodge, honestly. Save these weak guys. Kill a few more builds, then get out and heal up and come back. If you lose everything, it's bad. It's really bad. So what is Red going to go for behind this now? Okay, it started off as good for Red, now it's a misplay in my book that he lost all of them. So now Blue has all the advantage. I can push back across the map with a converted knight to snipe any mangonels. So maybe, yeah. Now Red is going for a forward castle. So we said it 2 minutes ago, and I think 2 minutes ago was the time. Now is not the time. The knight, if the knight stays alive long enough to see this, it's a doubt castle. If Blue can micro these archers better than he microed those skirms, go for it, Blue. Go. You can win the game now. Win it. Win it. You can do it. You can actually clear everything if you believe in yourself. Okay, he's not believing in himself. He's going for a counter castle. He deleted that house. No, I think he could have. I think he could have taken it. Honestly, I think he should have gone for it. If anything, if for anything, just like the entertainment value of dodgy castles. It's my favorite thing. As we see a safe castle from Blue here, so I actually like this. It's going to defend his eco from raids a bit. But yeah, good castle from Red in the end. I think Blue could have stopped it, but whatever. Made a decision, and that's fine. It's not a game-changing decision. It was a lower risk decision, let's say. But lower reward. As Blue, it needs to wall this. And maybe needs to consider going for this wood out here, which is just safe. and doesn't have to worry about getting sniped by mangonels. He is going to run away. I would really like to see some walls. Just a quick house wall here, maybe some stone walls. Mangonels, yeah. Gonna start working on this university as a big ball of crossbow with ballistics, with Bodkin arrow moves out into red space. So I like this from blue. Counterattacks, always good, and red threw away all his knights. Red threw away all his knights. He's setting up for a big push later on, probably with siege ram, which the Vikings do get. But yeah, should notice this. I noticed it on the minimap. And I'm about 1,000 elo lower than red, and of course red notices. Great play. But one bill goes down. Maybe we'll see the okay, red is so far ahead on eco, Jesus. 30 villager lead. As we see, villagers going down though, so if blue can kill 30 villagers here, he's back in the game. No, he's still in it. He's still absolutely in it. There are Lycav in his eco though, speaking of in it. Panic TC back here, which I don't think blue will spot, and you just wonder if blue had gone for that castle, if the game could have turned out different. Yeah, his eco's being raided now, needs to get walls up, but more castles going up for red. He will be up to Imperial Age at the same time, slightly faster, but he has more castles, so he can produce more guys to get a Treb war going in his favor, as we see mangonels doing work over here. So Sony Toprano falling apart a bit, which I didn't want to say honestly, because I was kind of rooting for him after he had that whole, as we see, outpost play on the outside. Lycav and Knights looking for a way in, but this way is kind of defended pretty well. Another gate coming out from Sony Toprano, so good awareness from him. I've been very impressed with the reactions from these players, honestly. I'd like to see walls across the frontier though, but maybe thinks his opponent isn't going to run in past keeps, but you never know. Villagers going down here now. Nice play from, but 150 villagers for red now. That's an overboom. That's a massive overboom, but it's going to have a crazy eco now. But look how they're distributed. I don't like this at all. 43 on gold. I would like to see like 20 of those move over to food, and then he get a proper Lycav spam going. As villagers come in to try and take out the mangonels, which I think should have happened long ago. Stone walls here would have prevented this whole thing. Like, he ran away, so he did notice it, but just didn't respond in exactly the right way, I think. These guys are way better than me, so I can't question them too much, honestly. This is crazy high pressure stuff. This mangonel is now going to get to work on these castles. It's the Japanese who get the bonus with the Trebs, not the Koreans, but I'm just going to double check if they don't have any shenanigans with the... No, they don't. This is still here though, and still annoying, and these are now Arbalests, so just, yeah, in two groups to one-shot Vills to idle eco. Gonna do completely fine. Will get a lot of damage up here if he moves out. Doesn't want to hop under TCs with these guys, but yeah, has plenty of armor, can definitely start sniping Bills. Would need to focus on to get a lot of damage out of it, but red is overboomed, so yeah. He has his own Arbalest now, but so it's going to be Arbalest against Arbalest, and there's nothing at all special. I think I was saying earlier on, there's nothing at all special about the Viking Arbalest. It's just that they can get to them really fast, right? And they don't get Thumb Ring anymore. I'm not sure if these guys get Thumb Ring. They do. So theoretically, the Korean ones are stronger. So, you know, the red saying, I'm going to go Arbalest. Maybe that's just you know, I'm going to go Arbalest because I'm the Vikings. But no, they're not particularly special. When your opponent has, you know, Arbalest as well. Blue Knight going for Skirmishers, which I don't like, honestly. I think Arbalests are enough here. Skirmishers just going to get mowed down by the Lycav, which you saw that your opponent had. Arbalests, I think, are the way to go. I think he needs to double down commit into Arbalest. Make red adapt to that, honestly. Red can go for Berserks if he wants, but Arbalest are the answer for that too. Red now is going to have to go for Skirmishers of his own. The Korean player, I don't think he gets Hussar. I'm just switching back and forth, checking the tech trees now. He gets Hussar. Okay, so maybe if we can see Hussar from blue, who has 34, he has a lot of food. And now he has a lot of Trebs out as well, with Bombard Cannon, so pushing this back. This is not over by any means. Still has Arbalest at the back of the base, which will eventually get cleared up by these Skirmishers. But yeah, Blue, I would say, is in the lead now. He takes the score lead, so yeah, he's back in it. Like, that's nuts. So sloppy from Red not to take his advantage. Yeah, and to go for Arbalest into better Arbalest was a mistake. And now Red, yeah, how's he going to adapt? He's going to have to react here. Going for Skirmishers, which is not going to win him the game. His opponent has Skirmishers, so what's he going to do about that? He didn't manage his eco well. He has 83 on wood. He has 170 villagers. This guy, now it's too many. He needs to delete half of his wood villagers. Why is he doing it? Like, put 25 of these guys onto farms and then spam Lightcav, Hussar, whatever. He can't push this back. He would need to get into Siege Ram, which they do get, and then push it back that way, but I think Blue has taken this. Let's see what's going on over here. Nice castle from Red, though. He has been on point with his castle placements, is taking control of the middle with castle placements, so I like that, but Blue is going to take them back one by one. And yeah, Red has done a great job expanding his eco, taking the extra res. Probably forced in no small part by the Arbalest in his base, but this is by no means over, and what a game this has become, honestly, as we finally see... No, attack, Blue, attack! No, come on! Blue is allergic to stopping his opponent going for castles, so crazy stuff there as we see some raids coming in now. But yeah, Red finally balancing out his eco a bit. We see the food climbing and the wood going down, so yeah, needs to delete some more. Could do with some raids, honestly. Some raids would help him out. So yeah, maybe Blue making the correct decision is going for a slow push down the middle where the last thing to die is the villagers. Doesn't want to lose these guys to skirmishers though, and we'll need to come up with a plan for the skirms. Skirms won't kill your eco, but they will kill your army if you're not careful, and he needs to come up with an answer. He's now crazy on wood. What's going on? Why are they all on so much wood? Have I just been looking at the wrong thing? No, they're both crazy wood. As yeah, skirmishers here against skirmishers, so that's fine. But the first person to build up an appreciable amount of Lightcav and or Hussar is going to win the game, or at least take the middle for now, you would feel. But Blue doing a good job keeping his siege mostly alive. He lost a bombard cannon. This one trying to find a way back, or was he just microing back and forward? I don't think so. Okay, I think this castle is going to go down. Traps coming out here, so Red trying to push on this side. Does have raids coming in, but Blue now on 136 villagers, so just completely healthy. Doesn't need to worry about anything on that side. As we see, yeah, Blue going to push out here, and I don't think Red can do anything about that. Maybe, I was going to say charge out with some berserks, even if they're not upgraded. Could take this down, but not with these Arbalest here. Yeah, Red expanding everywhere, so this is cool. This is really cool. As we see Blue winning the skirmisher war here. Again, his skirmishers just a bit better off than the Vikings ones. Yeah, so maybe Vikings running into trouble in the late game. But yeah. And now we see Blue doubling down on Arbalest. I like this as well. Bombard cannon coming over to help take out this castle. Red not going to even try and deal with that. As we see Trebs over here trying to take out this castle, but like I don't think Blue cares too much about this. Why is he taking danger? Maybe he's thinking this is going to turn into a wood game, like where all the wood in the map disappears, which happens sometimes. And he's just, oh, I'll take this wood for now. Tell me he's scouted that wood at the back. He has, he knows it's there. Okay. But pushes back this situation. Lightcav not in enough numbers to deal with the skirmishers. You need more than one. At least more than one. At least two, I would say. As we see berserks out on the field. These will do well against the skirmishers, but they will die hard to the Arbalest. So yeah. But Red doing a good job attacking on a few sides. We see Blue finally going for stables. He doesn't have the beautiful wood eco that he used to have. He used to have a bit more, but he does have a lot of wood. He's now going for a hand cannoneer to deal with the to deal with the berserks, which I'm not a huge fan of either. But we see this blue wave now coming across the map, and I think he can even charge in with a few of these skirmishers and go for the trebs if he wants to. Definitely doesn't want to lose any of his own trebs. Needs to keep this push alive, keep Red responding. Red doesn't have an answer for this, honestly. These berserks are like last gasp panic mode, as we see the Arbalest coming over to deal with those. So yeah, just what? Did he select all units to run away or something? Tower is now coming in clutch. for the Korean player, so more towers around the base to defend your eco. It's going to be completely fine. Tower or castle will now be in range, and it's goodbye, Mr. Berserk. Over on this side, he has taken out this castle. So in blue, like blue doesn't have the score lead, but he's way ahead as far as I can tell. But look at the map. Red just eco everywhere, just so well spread out. He's done a good job keeping these trebs alive, but he has to be feeling the pressure that he's like running out of answers here, and it's going to be at least light cav. He's now going for siege ram. So you feel that siege ram was a bit late there. We were talking about siege ram 20 minutes ago for something he should try and go into, and he has clicked it now. Well, yeah, he has the upgrade queued behind some rams. Rams are good for him, but if his opponent is going for light cav or hussar, the rams not going to be so good, honestly. Needs to get a lot of these guys as well, doesn't want to trickle them in. He's going for berserks behind them. Berserks will do pretty well against the cav, especially if he gets that upgrade. What's it called? Chieftains. Infantry deal bonus damage to cavalry. Okay, it's gonna help him, but he's gonna have to have enough gold to keep the berserk production going. 21 berserks queued though, so if he just waits, if he bides his time, here's the ram push coming. These are going to be siege rams soon, and if he just like patrols the siege ram on spread formation, he might be okay. But yeah, this is what it's come down to. This is Red's like last gasp, and it's a correct decision. It's a correct composition as far as I'm concerned. But these are vulnerable. If the berserks aren't there to defend them, these guys go down to the light cav before they get, well, let's say past this lumber camp. But the stables are there, so let's see. As we see, Arbalest now will have to take out these guys, and they will do a perfect job against these guys. Not upgraded. Oh, they're elite. Okay, no, they are upgraded. Fuck. They are completely upgraded with the attack and everything, but they died to Arbalest, just like all infantry do. But now these siege ram are coming in clutch, and they are fast. So yeah, this might be it. This might be it. What's happening here with Red? Skirmishers being annoying against villagers. No, Blue, don't. This feels like a throw now, does it? Red, though, just making the correct decisions, going for the siege ram, and now has berserks to back it up, which will do fine against skirmishers. Blue now just has to feel completely spread out. He's going to just continue his push down the middle, and maybe we're just going to see a base trade. But I'm going to switch to Blue's point of view to see how the hell he's going to answer this. Going for a hand cannoneer, which I think does okay against siege, but you need the production buildings, and these siege rams are just charging into the base. Get the vills to attack, honestly, like, you have enough wood, I think, Blue. Get the vills to attack your siege rams, please, 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 please. I'm up for Blue. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be unbiased here, especially when I don't really know either player. But I like Blue. I like the cut of his jib, or whatever the expression is. What they say? I don't know. Anyway, as he's continuing his push down the middle, he's like, hands on his ears, la la la. No, I don't notice it. If I don't see it, it's not happening. Or if I don't see it, it's not illegal. Is that from The Simpsons? As he finally attacks the siege ram with the villagers, which I really like. So this push will stall out, and Blue is coming back into it. After we thought Red was going to win, now Blue is back in. And I like this decision from Blue, just say, yeah, whatever. I'm going to take out your siege ram with villagers, nothing you can do. I'm taking out your castles. But over here, they're still super annoying. Oh no, they're going into Hussar. He made Hussar. So Hussar queued probably needs more than 3 stables. So I'd like to see him just, spread out. You have a bit of freedom here to spread out. Hussar going to clean up all the skirms. Going to do pretty okay against trebs as well. These guys will do pretty okay against trebs as well. These bombard cannons, super expensive, but pretty good. The hand cannoneers coming in, as we see these guys trying to take out this one ram. Rams are good. If your opponent is just going for archery range units, rams are your friend. Trebs going down though to light cav. Berserks coming in, dying to hand cannoneer dying to berserk slowly. Big push from Blue. He keeps his trebs alive, though. Keeps his trebs alive and has the bombard cannons at the back. This is absolutely nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Berserkers coming in for a little raid here. Hussar, yeah, just hanging around. So, oh, the side's better up, and he's just gonna hang around. Okay, now he's gonna split up, and yeah, we have to keep an eye out here. Blue needs to notice this. Sometimes it's the small amount of raiding that really kills you because you don't notice. Rams coming in, they're going to try and take out the trebs. I think he just needs to block with some units, not with bombard cannons. If this guy hits a bombard cannon, it's a one-shot. Kill it. Yes, gets it down in time. Let's go, Blue. Okay, Blue going to take out this archery range, and yeah, he's going to continue the push. I don't like this amount of cavalry and berserks though, honestly. I think blue needs to regroup. I don't think he needs to push in here, at least not like a little bit at a time. Has taken red off this goal though, so great play, but needs to back this up. I think Hussar is just the way to go. Just get big meat shield out in front. As now Hussar spam coming in. Has he only has 2 on goal though, so the hand cannoneer is not going to be an amazing long-term solution. But yeah, Arbalest doing work. Arbalest such a strong unit when there's like small encounters like this. Skirms coming in now, so needs to be careful, but is hitting the skirms with the bomber cannons at the back, so good play there, but needs to be careful of his Arbalest, needs to keep his Arbalest alive. Hussar now coming in to take out the skirmishers, so good play here. This is a very crazy battle, but I think all these light cap are about to go down, and I think, no, the skirmishers should stay alive. They have their hill. Bombard cannon though doing work on the skirms at the same time. Trebs are being protected. Blue needs a big spam of Hussar, more than he has now. 5 stables, not enough, especially when you have this much feckin' wood. Build goddamn stables. Get stables here, just all along here. Make a wall of stables, and then just spam all day. Look, you have all these guys queued. How many is that? Like 20? Imagine you had 20 stables. You just have 20 guys now, which would clear this up. But I think the spam is going to win the day for him here. Put more on farms if you can, and get that spam going. Okay, red now feeling the stretch. Blue able to move in over here. Looks like blue is going to take this after he was doing well, then doing bad, then now it's GG. Well done, blue. GG, GG, GG. Nice game. Very entertaining game. Great play by both players, honestly. Yeah, we saw, I think, a little bit of everything we were talking about there. Viking Eco just got going. He overboomed to what, 170 vils. Went for Arbalest, even though there's nothing special about the Viking Arbalest unless you get there first. Basically is the lesson, I think, and then you had to switch out of that into skirms. Thought of Siege Ram too late, and yeah, great job by red though, spreading out across the map. Amazing. Blue did a great job though, coming back into it. It was really nice play. Had that hold at the start, had holes later on, got the towers up. Fantastic play. Yeah, you see the spam coming in at the end, which won it. Massive overboom by red. You wonder if he suffered there as well. If he could have got more Arbalest out earlier, but look. Yeah, look at red. More castles, more 5 relics. 171 vils. Maybe a few too many. Sony Toprano not doing him any favors there. Just pushing straight up the middle, forcing fights, not killing any vils, so maybe the raids weren't the best idea in the end. And he didn't go for them, so fair enough. KD is in favor of Sony Toprano, took better trades there. Salette though, with much more buildings raised with the Siege Ram push. He just seemed in a good position. He had those mangonels early on as well. There was a lot of stages to that game. That was